The people of Israel had waited a long time for freedom. After generations of slavery in Egypt, God finally raised up a leader named Moses to guide them out. Pharaoh had refused to let them go, but after witnessing God's mighty power through the plagues, he finally broke and said, "Go, leave Egypt." So, the Israelites packed quickly, families gathered together, and millions began the journey toward the land God had promised. For the first time in their lives, they were free. Hope was rising, spirits were high, but they had no idea that the greatest test was just ahead. Soon, the people found themselves standing in front of the Red Sea, a deep, wide barrier stretching farther than their eyes could see. Behind them, a thunderous sound began to rise. Pharaoh had changed his mind. His army, chariots, soldiers, and horses was racing toward them. Fear spread quickly. Families clung to each other. Some cried, others panicked, and many asked Moses, "Why did you bring us out here? Were we brought out of Egypt just to die?" But Moses didn't panic. He stood firm and said words that still strengthen God's people today. "Do not be afraid. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord." Then Moses did exactly what God told him to do. He lifted his staff over the water. A powerful wind blew across the sea, so strong it pushed the waters apart, rising like towering walls on both sides. A dry path formed straight through the middle. Something no human could ever do, God had done in a moment. Moses stepped forward, then one family, then another. Soon, the entire nation began walking through the sea on dry ground, with water standing like glass beside them. What felt impossible became their way of escape. When the Israelites finally reached the other side, Pharaoh's soldiers rushed into the parted sea, determined to capture them. But the moment Moses stretched out his hand again, the waters crashed back into place. The sea closed over the Egyptian army, and the danger was gone. For a moment, silence filled the air. Then, joy, pure, overwhelming joy. The Israelites lifted their voices and praised God for rescuing them. They had witnessed with their own eyes that no obstacle is too big and no enemy too strong when God is leading the way. And that's the message for us today. When life feels impossible, when the path seems blocked, when fear tells us to give up, remember this story. God is still the one who makes a way where there is no way. If He could part the sea for them, He can carry you through anything.